I know this is a crazy thing to say, but I know I'm going to get roasted for this. Darius Rucker has this really great quote. When he was shut up, Taco. When he wrote Let Her Cry, he introduces at every Hootie and the Blowfish show. He introduces Let Her Cry. He says this story. He goes, Bonnie Raitt one time told me that every songwriter has one great song in them, one great one, and this is my ode to Bonnie Raitt. And he talks about Let Her Cry. But Bonnie Raitt's exactly right. Every great songwriter's got one brilliant one in them. And I do wonder how that is, and I'm going to ask him a similar question because I have a theory. I might be crazy about it, but, we'll see. That
is so amazing you bring that up, because I literally am staring at my screen trying to figure out the title of the Bonnie Raitt song that she just won the Grammy for.
Well, I mean, if you want to,
show was all about, new music, and then here comes a singer-songwriter who just puts her heart inside of an acoustic guitar. It's a great song. But...
I know, but may I look? I wish that we did a Grammy episode and I could, let out all the secrets of the Grammy voter. But can I be totally? I mean, look, there are 350.
Are you gonna crush my heart? You're gonna crush
a little bit. Just to pull the curtain back. There's about 350 voters. The four main categories everybody's got to vote in, and then you only have 10 votes first and foremost. There are 200 categories, but you have to limit it to 10 votes. You have to also you have to vote in the four main categories: Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best New Artist. You have to vote in those four. All 350 voting members have to. And then the rest of the six, you get to sort of, shift and shape wherever you want it to go, but they prefer you to be in your area of expertise. So when they opened up the nomination process and the nominees to 10 different nominees for Best New Artist, Best for the main categories, you're going to get splintered votes. You've got probably 100 people vote or 75 people voting for, let's put it this way. If there's 200 people voting, half of them are going to go to Beyonce, half of them are going to go to Harry Styles. So then who's everybody's third favorite song probably is going to win in years like this.
All right. No. Wow. These things are just talking points. I get that. That's not what was not my point. I guess my point was the fact that she was even in the room is worth noting, because it's a great song. It's a touching song.
I understand that, but at the same time, she's in the room because they throw a bone to the music purists every year. I mean, there's one of these in there every year. I mean, look, Beck won years ago.
How do you do what you do? How do you feel not just icky?
Who said I didn't? Who said I didn't? But like the idea of like, all right, the idea that somebody, like most of these Grammy winners, like
I totally get that.
Some of these categories are only getting 25 votes, man.
I know.
Okay. So the winner is getting 10, like 12, 15.
Yeah, it's like Oscars and movies. They're bought. The studio buy it. I get that. I guess my point was it's a great song. It is a good
simple
song. It's an old-fashioned John Prine song, which is what she tried to write. I'm just glad it gotten, attention.
Okay.
Now you're sitting there throwing poo-poo on it.
Okay. Who uses the word poo-poo?
Me. I'm going old school because it's Bonnie Raitt. I could have said caca.
Man, the words poo-poo and Bonnie Raitt, the same sentences. I'm using poo-poo because of Bonnie Raitt. I don't think that she wants to be associated with that, though.
No, she didn't want the. She didn't want the.
Anyway,
shit word.
But yes, it is a good song, and yes, it deserved the attention. I'm just saying that they throw music purists these kinds of things every year, and I'm shocked, honestly, that she won. But I trying to explain to you why she did. Votes are split 4 different ways for very deserving
Yeah.
songs, and she just happened to be,
No,
right above it.
I never for a minute believed that the entire voting block was a unanimous. Yeah, no, I know
Well,
how it works.
I think it surprises most people that there's only 350
That is surprising.
votes out there.
Yeah, that is surprising.
And you can only vote 10 times. There's only
'Cause
10 votes that you can.
I would
put in.
think most people think it's completely based on numbers. Like whoever had bazillion streaming wins.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the reason why Justin Bieber has no Grammys. It has nothing to do with
Yeah,
streams. It has to do with
I
what
think the Beatles have one, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe some tertiary ones, but yeah, I get it. And I don't, I never get too excited about those things. They're all talking points. They're designed. They're like, Rolling Stones top 500. They're all about getting people like you and me to talk about it. So,
But yes, I'm very excited that she won. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited about it.
I could tell.
I love Bonnie Raitt. I love Bonnie Raitt. And by the way, speaking of Bonnie Raitt, one artist that I'm surprised we haven't seen come back to Bonnaroo. I mean, I think that she was it 2003 or 4 she was there. I can't really remember, maybe 6. But I would love to bring Bonnie Raitt back in one of those late afternoon tent
that'd
shows.
be perfect. Yeah, that'd be
God,
great.
I love Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah, right in that early evening, that John Prine slot where he was.
Yep.
Yeah,
The John Prine slot.
be
Yep.
terrific.